Hey everybody, on this video we're doing the Tanks Inc. EFI setup for the Nova. So I bought this Tanks Inc. setup. I bought the kit off of Speedway. It's gonna come with the tank that's done in this nice gray. I mean, the finish is, it's really is spectacular. It's probably gonna be the nicest thing on the Nova. Anyway, it comes with two straps, and there was an option to buy some these strap cushion pieces, which I might get later on. They're not that expensive, but basically it's just gonna be like a little rubber piece that's gonna go over here. It's gonna help with vibrations and stuff like that. I might end up doing it before I throw it on. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, it also comes with a fuel pump. This is a 255 wall roll and sending unit. The sending unit that I needed for the Nova was a 0 to 90. That's gonna work with the factory gauge supposedly. And of course it comes with some install parts, stuff like that. And then it also comes with a new filler neck and attachment. It does not come with the hose clamp. And it also comes with this Y and this little vent deal for your fuel vent, which I'll need to go buy a hose for that later on. But today the only thing I'm worried about is setting up the sending unit and the fuel pump, which you guys, if that's why you're here, stick around. And I also bought this part number right here. I bought a new cap. I didn't know if the factory cap would work or not, as the instructions are blowing everywhere in my garage. It looks pretty similar. I don't know, hold on, let me go grab the factory cap. So this is the Tanks Inc. cap that I picked up. This does not come with the kit. Now let's see if the factory cap works on this. If so, it's gonna save a few of you some money. Wow, look at that, it fits. So you do not need to buy the Tanks Inc. cap setup unless you want a new cap. So then what you gotta, here's the pump. Get out of here. We got some trimming to do. 6 3/4 to the top to the bottom. Oh, wait, hit the brakes. You guys notice what I'm missing? Oh man, can't believe I almost did that. All right, there's our pump assembled and plugged in. I might end up unpinning that plug, making these wires shorter. I haven't decided yet. What do you guys think? And I also noticed there's a small nick in this ground wire. It's super hard to find. It's right here. So if I did unpin it, I would clear that little nick. So I might do that later on, but anyway, let's go ahead and keep on checking along. I went ahead and decided to take this apart. Check this out. So I went ahead and rewired it. I just couldn't stand putting it in with that much wire. So basically all I did is use some ring terminals. And yeah, that's what we came up with. So we're gonna go ahead and throw it in. And on my 70, I think this is a 70 to 72 Nova pump. my baffle is literally right here. So I think what I'm gonna have to do, because I think for the sock, the side baffle goes to right about here. So I think my best bet is gonna be to put mine in sideways. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. This time I set up my pump. Both lines are gonna run probably on the passenger side, so I went ahead and configured it so my return can run slightly there. And then on my feed, I'll probably just do, I think this is a quarter NPT, and then so I'll probably do quarter NPT to -6, and I'll probably run like a 45 to send everything that way. So that's the plan. The sending unit comes wrapped like a flower. A flower of accurate gas gauge providing this? Anyway, whatever. We got the fuel pump in, so fuel pump instructions. Don't need those anymore. It's time to do the sending unit. Now the sending unit is important because if you mess this up, your fuel gauge in the car is gonna be off. Should be driving around, you might run out of gas, or you might be able to be on E and be on E forever. Kind of like that Seinfeld episode when he drives that, oh, was that a Corvette? I think it was a Corvette. So anyway, let's get into it. So according to the instructions, for 6 inches to 5.5, we need to remove the lower bracket. So let's go ahead and do that. And for tank depth 6 to 7 inches, the top screw won't be needed. Cool, not a problem. And it says here that we need to measure, so the float, this needs to be equal to half the distance of the tank. We know our tank is 6 3/4. 6 3/4? Am I saying that right? I don't know. But, so just do simple math, divide that by 2 plus 1/8. That'd be 3 inches and 3/8 plus 1/8 would be 3 4/8. So we need 3.5 inches. So this is trash, or whatever you want to do. So we know we need 3.5 inches to that point. I went ahead and moved it up because I think it's gonna be pretty close. Now, if you don't remember how this came apart, like I did earlier when I was messing with this, your adjustment screw for this top bracket's gonna go in the back. So don't spend 10 minutes thinking, oh, this isn't working, slidey, slidey, slidey. It's in the back. So including we're at 3.5 right there, so I guessed right. We're maxed out on that adjustment. Mark? All right, look at this little guy. This thing turned out great. Check it out. Yeah, so everything's good. Kind of went overboard on making sure the back was nice and smooth, but you know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it right. So let's go ahead and get the, where'd it go? Last step, the final piece of the puzzle. I'm full, I'm empty, I'm full, I'm empty. So you're supposed to measure 1/8 of an inch to count for the gasket. I just went ahead and put it on. So we're pretty close right here. I think that's a full tank right there. I just went ahead and used the grinding wheel since I had it out. So basically this is gonna send power to the gauge, full tank, empty tank. Go ahead and put the sending unit in. Everything's good. It was inspected by, it was quality control inspected by number 43. So if I have any problems, I know who to get in contact with. I'm not gonna install the vent today. I'm gonna wait and do that whenever I put my lines in. And basically, you're gonna vent right here and right here. They give you this Y piece, and then you'll mount this above your filler neck, somewhere above your filler neck. So this will be your fuel tank vent for the tank and also the pump. Thanks everyone for watching. I'm T Bryn. I'll see you on the next one.